Hi, welcome to Street Priest Ministries. I'm your host, Brother Jay, as we're taking the Gospels back to the streets. Today's drive-through message is Age of the Beast, the Pope. Now, I taught on Age of the Beast. This is like a part two, I guess you could say that. And we're in the Age of the Antichrist. And we're in the last days, so I think it's important to revisit this and do another message on it, give a sharper focus. In the first series, I focused on God's divine clock, which was 2,520 years. If you want to catch up and get to speed with that, I suggest you check out the first Age of the Beast. That's not the subject right now, but God does have a divine clock set 2,520 years on this beast. And I get into detail and prove that using the book of Daniel and the book of Revelations in that series. Here I want to focus more on the historical importance of the and give a layout historically of this beast and how it's formulated and everything. There's a lot of ignorance in prophecy, and the reason there's a lot of ignorance in prophecy because there's a lot of ignorant people that's trying to teach prophecy that have absolutely no historical background for the false prophecies that they're making. They have no background in history whatsoever. You will never, ever understand the Bible until you understand true history. You have to be an historian. You have to know real history, not the regurgitated history that's in the textbooks brought to us by the Jesuits, the cover up of history, the real history. And so many ignoramuses are making Obama the Antichrist, which he isn't. And, much as I would like for Obama to be the Antichrist, he's not. I called him the junior Antichrist, Obama. But he's not the Antichrist. America is not Babylon. America's been captured by a Babylonian system from Rome, via Rome, the Jesuits. Like it's done the whole world. We're going to get on that. But America is God's nation, founded by pilgrims, with a Bible in one hand and musket, a gun in the other hand, gun down. That's what founded this nation, made it free. And this is a blessed nation. This nation has produced more Bibles than any nation on earth, and they've done more charitable acts and taught more of the word and evangelized more than any nation on earth. So why wouldn't this be a blessed nation? It just was captured, like I said, by the Babylonian system. The Babylonian system captured the church. They sold out 501c3 FEMA pastors, synagogue and Savior pastors, sold out, licking the pedipopes' boots over in Rome. Jesuits captured all the seminaries, I call them cemeteries, Bible cemeteries. They got to get their mortician license to preach to a congregation of the dead. Been captured all the way around our money system, captured. The Roman central bank, the banksters, they captured our money system. They got us in Babylonian slavery, debtor slavery. So America's been captured by the serpentine system from the Vatican City of the Serpent. Been captured. This is a blessed nation, and God's dealing with this nation and the corruption and the corrupt leaders in this nation right now. And it certainly is. Now, we're gonna get really deep today, so I want you to put your thinking caps on. We're gonna do some critical thinking, and I want you to really understand that you don't have to take your brain out your head to be a Christian. So much Christianity has been captured by ignorance. And here's street priests. We believe in critical thinking when it comes to the Bible. God gave us a brain for a reason. He intended for it to use it. You don't have to take your brain out the head to be a Christian. Now, I'm gonna cover a lot. First, I want to let's go to the text itself. We'll go to Daniel. Let's do it. Let's go to Daniel right now. Daniel 2:31. Let's go to Daniel 2:31. We're gonna do that right now. Like I said, the Bible is like a puzzle with bits and pieces. And God made it that way. For one, it's a spiritual book, a spiritual code book. You heard me follow Street, we said it 1,000 times. It's not subject to the carnal mind of man. That's why it's so confusing. It seems so contradictory when you're dealing with the carnal mind. Yes, it can be. It's understood. But this book can be unraveled if you're diligent and do your homework and use the brain God gave you. You can unravel prophecy. You can unravel scripture. We're going to do that today. I'm going to show you. I can show you better. I didn't mark this, and I always shoot myself in the foot when I do this. I thought I marked it. So let me find Daniel. Like at any time I've been through this Bible. But like I stated, we could you could unravel this mystery, this puzzle. It's mysterious to the world. But God gives clue after clue on who's who. And you're gonna have a clearer vision in this study right here that we're about to do. All right. So yeah, Age of the Beast. Let's talk about the beast. We're gonna get to the beginning of the beast right now. And this is Daniel 2:31. Give you a chance to get there. Now, the king saw a vision of the beast. God gave a vision of the beast. And the beast represents the beastly kingdoms that's going to rule the earth. God got a divine clock set. This one beast rises, another one falls, and so on and so on. This is what he's seeing here, this image. And this is what the world is worshiping, by the way. They're worshiping the image of the beast. And they're worshiping it in here too. But thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. The image head was of fine gold, the breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron. And this is in metallurgy. This is the breakdown. Gold is the highest standard of precious metal, and then it deteriorates from here down to silver, and this is what's happening with this king. His legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet, that were of iron and clay, and brake them in pieces. Then was the iron and clay and the brass and the silver and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like shaft of the summer threshing floor. And the wind carried them away, and no place was found for them. There be this image, the image of this beastly kingdom that's been ruling for 2,520 years will be erased when Christ comes. And smashes, he's the one that smashes it in pieces. He smashes his fist into the earth in Armageddon and reclaims the kingdoms of this earth as his kingdom, his right. He's a rightful possessor of it. And their clock is ended. God punches the clock on his beastly kingdom. And Christ is going to rule and reign for 1,000 years. That's the millennium, and then time will be no more. God's going to burn this earth up, destroy this. That's where the Big Bang goes, to create a new heaven and new earth. You're going to start over like an artist. You ball up a paint and throw it in the fire. That's what God going to do for all you tree huggers out there. Just holding on to the earth. You'll be burning in the lake of fire, and the earth will be burning with you. So God's earth, He do what He wants to do with it. So the image of this beast is no more. It's smashed. Now, I just want to give you a layout, and to fill you in, Nebuchadnezzar built a physical image of the beast, in what's called Circa in Arabia. And over there where Mecca is right now, matter of fact. And told him to bow to the image of the beast. And all those that didn't bow was to be thrown to a fiery furnace. That's where you get the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And I did it on that, told them all. I did the book of Daniel and all that. I told them Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and all that stuff. So I looked at teaching that. Now, I just want to give you the backdrop for the beast, the image of the beast. Now, this is reference to the kingdoms. Babylon is the head of the kingdom. That's the head of gold. God tells him down here, or Daniel tells him through his prophet Daniel, this is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof to the king. Thou, O king, art the king of kings, for the God of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power, and strength and glory. Who gave it to him? The God of heaven. God gives all these kings. God said He sets up the basest men to rule the earth, the most vile, that He's in control. God did. God gave everybody a king. You see, that's a king on this earth, or a president, or whatever you want to call it. Or made up some kind of a, including our president. God raised up Donald Trump. God. And the most vile leaders, the fat boy over in North Korea, you can go on and on. God raised them up. The most vile too, around the world. He gave them the kingdom. Thou, O king, art king of kings, for God of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power, strength, and glory. So He's the head. Now, I'm going to fast track this. Babylon's the head. They're under Nebuchadnezzar. That's the gold kingdom. Gold everywhere. He had the hanging guards of Babylon. One of the most beautiful kingdoms ever. Then it breaks down in history. After the Babylonian kingdom, you had the Medo-Persian Empire that captured Babylon under Cyrus the Great. And God said He raised up Cyrus. He named Cyrus in Isaiah, said he was his shepherd. And that was at least a century before he was even born. Over a century. I think for Isaiah was, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's over a century before he was even born. God named him everything, called him Cyrus in the book of Isaiah. Show you God's in control. He raises kings up. So He raised up the Medo-Persian Empire. That's the part of this image right here that's silver. After the gold, he had arms that were silver, and his belly, or his arms were silver. Okay. So the arms of this beast is the Medo-Persian Empire. And his belly was thighs of brass. The brass empire was the Gregorian Empire. It's Alexander the Great. He conquered the Medo-Persians. And then you have the legs of iron. The legs of iron, anybody knows the Iron Cross, Rome. A ruthless kingdom that would end up ruling for thousands of years, even until this present day. Rome is still ruling. And I'm going to show you that under the pedestal of Rome. And it was just going to be a revised Roman Empire in the end. But the point I'm making, this is the breakdown. Now, this is the part that I want to get to. His feet were part iron and part clay. So a mixed king, part of the old Rome. Iron is a symbol of Rome. And clay is a sand kingdom, Arab. Arab means mixed. An Arabian kingdom. God gives you a clue. They're mixed people. Very name means mixed. Ishmael's kingdom. Son of Abraham that got the boot. God blessed Isaac. Said through him was the promised seed be. But Ishmael bands are the Arab. So an Arab king. Ishmael. And part Rome. This is very important to understand. Now, I gave you that backdrop so that we understand the image of the beast. And I gave you the kingdoms. The foot is very important. Foot has 10 toes. 5 toes on each foot. And the foot is vaguely not talked about through so-called Bible prophets and teachers. They focus on the 10 toes all the time, the 10 nations. See, in the book of Revelations, it's the 10 horns of the beast of kingdom. John, the Revelator, gave a revelation as the beast kingdom, which is wrong, and the 10 toes at the end. But strangely not taught about is the foot, the ankle, the part of the feet. Before you get to the toes. And I'm just going to tell you bluntly. The foot kingdom that's not talked about was the Ottoman Empire. That was very powerful and significant in history and just as ruled just as much as Rome. Now, the Ottoman Empire was the Islamic empire. Muhammad was spawned from the Jesuits. It's a fact of history. Groomed by the Jesuits. Groomed by Rome, the Roman Empire. Constantine moved the capital of his empire to Turkey. Eastern Turkey, the Eastern Roman Empire was Turkey. You go back to Turkey's role, Turkey is found in the Bible, and we'll get there. And I'm going to give you that backdrop. Turkey is the king of the north, referred to in Daniel. The Antichrist is coming from Turkey. That's why Turkey is so important. Not coming from the United States. He's not a president of the United States. He's not Obama and some idiots. Talking about Trump. No, Trump is resisting the Antichrist. He's setting his clock back, his timetable. God raised him up for that, to save the babies that are being slaughtered and used as cattle for their Katrina run. But you need to focus on Turkey. I've taught over and over. Antichrist is coming from Turkey. And watch Turkey. Turkey is the Ottoman Empire. Now the Ottoman Empire, let's talk about the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire ruled for 600 years. Like I said, it was spawned. Islam was spawned by Rome. Khadijah, the so-called wife of the despot of history, Muhammad, all it was that they groomed you to be a type of Messiah, which he was. It was all staged. They had Everything was staged with Islam. It's in their own public records. You can look it up for yourself and find the nexus of Rome and Islam. Why you think there's a Catholic church right across the street from a mosque? And then throughout areas they would burn a regular church to ashes. Some mother church, mother of abominations, the whore I'm talking about. The whore church is the Vatican, the Catholic Church, and they spawned Islam, communism, Nazism, Hitler. They spawned and grew him like they did Muhammad. Spawned Stalin, Lenin. The Catholic Church, that's why I call it the mother of abomination, supposed to spawn all the cults. Mormon, Jehovah's Witness, you want to get into all the cults. The old cult, the Illuminati, spawned the Illuminati. The Catholic Church. The Jesuits spawned all. Synagogue of Satan, all connected. Now you understand the one world religion. Coexist, all that. They haven't captured so-called Protestant churches over here and sell out Sam's and Sally's behind the pulpit. Or they can, like I started out earlier, they can be roots of the Pentecost. So he is looked at as a king of the earth, as a god of this earth, with a little g. As ruling this earth. The Pentecost, you know. And Islam is his bastard child. He spawned Islam. Period. They got the same symbols. Moon, Allah's the moon god. I mean, that's history. You look that up yourself. Allah's the moon god of war. Isis, the moon goddess of war and fertility. Why do you think the group was called ISIS? Jesuit symbol, Isis, Horus, Seth, IHS. You're not Christian, you got a Christian mass. Pagan church. Worships the sun god, the moon god. Nimrod, Isis, and Ptolemy. Get by teaching the ancient occult. This is not the subject. But this is the Mystery Babylon church. They spawned all these other harlot churches. The mother harlot. It's called the mother church. That's what the Catholic church is called. I mean, you got one fingerprint and points on the fingerprint that makes it the fingerprint of the harlot church. That's ruling the earth. And Turkey was the seat of the Ottoman Empire, like I said, from 600 years. From 1299 to 1922, the World War, the Russians and the British forces broke the back of the Ottoman Empire's power. But let's see how much territory they actually ruled for 600 years. They had Bulgaria, Egypt, Greece, Hungary, Jordan, Lebanon, Israel, Palestine, Macedonia. They had Romania, Syria, most of Arabia, and North Africa and the coast. That's a pretty vast empire. Like I said, it was the same business on the other side of the street. Still Rome ruled. Instead of wearing a corona, crown, like a Caesar, he was wearing a turban. Under a sultan. And out of Turkey, Constantinople is Turkey. Istanbul is the capital. That's the same thing, Turkey. Turkey was ruled, same role. Rome ruling under Turkey, still ruling under that Ottoman Empire. Now, this ankle, this foot, is that empire. And the toes that's going to come out of it is going to be 10 toes. There are 10 regional nations under the UN. 10 zones, regional zones. That's what's been formulated now. All the nations are under Rome still. And a revised Ottoman type of empire, world empire, rulership under Islam, or some hybrid form of Islam would coexist and all the rest of it. And this 12th emblem, this Messiah that everybody's looking for around the world in all these other cults and religions, is the Antichrist. He's come to rule this world. And the world is worshiping the image of the Antichrist right now, the beast system, that has been for thousands of years. And Hollywood has definitely been pushing. They're looking for the false Messiah, not Christ. Christ is going to take it by force. They rejected him. The world rejected him. Put him on the cross. And this is this foot where the 10 toes is revised Ottoman, Roman empires, two together. Iron and clay. Mixture, and I'm going to show you this. This is something so important, but overlooked. And I believe what you're seeing in Rome is happening now. The original Roman Empire, and Constantine was the original pope that founded. He founded Catholicism, which means universal. Catholic means universal. The universal church of man is really what it is. And he founded in 315 AD. Constantine's the first pope, first pope of Rome. They believe in pederasty. That's why you ain't gonna never cure child molestation. That's part of the religion, pederasty. It goes back to ancient Babylon, the raping of little children and Aleister Crowley and all that stuff. Taught the same thing, highest form of magic. Eating the children, drinking their blood, that's all part of religion. It's part of religion alone. All the popes been doing it. Thousands of years, they just focus on this pedal pope, Francis over in Rome, doing it now, being convicted of it this week. 6/21, 2018, arrested for murder, child sex trafficking, and children. It's been going on thousands of years. Ain't nothing new. Sodomy, rape, that's part of the religion. And I feel sorry, but if the blind believes the blind, all will fall into the ditch. I advise you to get out of that cult. It's a cult. A sun cult, moon goddess cult, Mary. She took the place of Semiramis, that's all. Picture of Semiramis with Tammuz on her knee all throughout ancient cultures and pagan religion. Satan is willing to accommodate you, make you feel comfortable. Substitute Semiramis for men. No problem, no big deal. And she's deified. Mary's barely mentioned in the scripture. It's the mother goddess worship, moon goddess. Now, this foot ruled for 600 years. And what's come out of this foot is going to be a mixed kingdom. Now, this is something that you want to pay attention to. On February 4th, 2019, the Pope and the so-called Grand Emperor of Islam, they signed a treaty. And it's called the Human Fraternity World Peace Treaty. Human Fraternity World Peace Treaty. on February 4, 2019. And they had other representatives of other religions. This is the formation of the coexist. One world religion. One world religion's on. But that signing of that, when it, like I said, it's the mother church anyway. Spawned Islam. But that pretty much seals the deal right there. Letting us know that this is going to be an Islamic Roman thing. It's coming, iron and clay. Arab, and I'm betting my bottom dollar that the Antichrist is going to be coming from an ancient bloodline called the Ottomans. It's actually from Greece. The Sultans trace their lineage back to Greece. They trace their lineage back to Alexander the Great. You see, the Turks are actually from Northern Asia. And they was known called Turkish for Turks. That was their special. But anyway, Turkey, once again, is going to be the fulcrum of world power. And this peace treaty was signed. Well, guess where it was signed? Anybody, raise your hand, clap. If you want to guess, the smart ones already figured out. Where do you think this human fraternity peace treaty of the Pope and the Imam was signed? Turkey. It was signed in Turkey. Now, if that ain't ringing your bells and your chimes, I don't know when you're dead. You don't understand the importance of Turkey. Now, let's go to some more scripture here. We're gonna cover. Let's go to Daniel. Revelation. And look at Turkey some more here in the Bible. And we're going to go to Revelations 2:12.